Hello and welcome everybody to an Aetherdrift draft. Yeah, I got it right that time. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at rank number 279. We made a really nice run in the previous draft video, but then the one afterwards, we did pretty bad. And so I'm going to try to make a comeback here and climb back with some really sweet decks. Now, before we head into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to pick up some booster boxes or some singles to round out your constructed deck, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before you make any purchases. Additionally, check out HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, HeavyPlay.com is the place to go to. Ton of great stuff. Really good stuff. Make sure you check them out. HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon will get you 10% off your first order. Also, they're going to have a presence at MagicCon Chicago. Swing by the booth, say hi, tell them Paul sent you, and you should get 10% off your order in person as well. Alrighty. We've been having a lot of success. Generally, what I want to do is stay in the Sultai colors. That is, in my experience, the best thing that you want to be doing. There's Migrating Ketrodon here. There's a Spin Out. Lightning Strike is good, but red is pretty bad. So I don't want to actually first pick Lightning Strike. I'd much rather actually start to draft out with a Spin Out. There's a Sky Streak Engineer and Terrian as well. I do love Migrating Ketrodon. Do I want to take that or like a Spin Out? I have been drafting green a lot, but with good reason. You know, I want to keep winning. Let's take the Ketrodon here and see where this goes. I could have taken the Spin Out of that pack too. This is a really tough pack. Rare is missing. I like Flood the Engine. I like Run Over. I like Hazard of the Dunes. And I like Ranger's Aetherhive. Here, you know, Ranger's Aetherhive is good, but I want to keep myself open and just take a card that's really strong by itself. And interaction is king in this format. So I'm going to actually take a Run Over here. I love Hazard of the... This pack is just insane. I'd love Flood the Engine, Hazard of the Dunes, and the Aetherhive. But by taking the Run Over, it gives me a good interactive spell. And I get to stay green and make the decision on what my second color should be later on in the draft. Here, there's Scurryfoot. Earth Rumbler is also quite nice, but I think the Scurryfoot is just a nicer thing to have early. I already have a 6-drop, so I'd rather just make sure that I get my bases covered with a cheap thing to play. Beast Rider Vanguard's okay. Risen Necro Regent has gone down in my evaluation. I like this a lot in black-red speed because you have a lot of ways to start your engines at a cheaper mana cost. But in black-green specifically, you don't get there as often. I'd rather have the Scurryfoot here and figure out where else I need to be in the draft. This is just going to be the classic start for me in most of my drafts. Now we have an interesting card. Cryptcaller Chariot. Now, is this good in black-green? I don't actually know. I don't think so. There's just not that many things you cycle in black-green, or discard for that matter. So I actually don't think this card is that great. In which case, I'm looking at Ride's End and Engine Rat as options here. And I do like Engine Rat, but Ride's End could be a bigger sign that white is open. And as much as I dislike white, this could be a reason to move into it. Noting that I also liked the I like the Engine Rat there more. Cryptcaller's Chariot, it's weird. It needs to be blue or red. It's black. And there's just not enough cycling for me to want to play that card. Here, we have an interesting choice. Run Over, Grim Bubble, both very good. Terrian also fine. But I think it's between one of these two interactive spells. And this, I will keep note of this. Like, black and green could be open here. So that's something that I'm going to be leaning towards. But I think Run Over is the better card. So I'm going to take this here. Alrighty. Maximum Overdrive is a good combat trick, but I'm just going to keep taking green creatures here. Trip Up and Maximum Overdrive are both fine, but Beast Rider Vanguard's also quite good. And yep, pretty sure with this late of a Wreckage Wickerfolk, black and green is probably where I should be. I missed out on an Engine Rat, I suppose, but I'm still really happy with this group of cards that I have. And I don't know if there's some weird... Okay, yeah, all right. Well, this settles it, right? It's like take the green cards and figure out the other stuff later. If I took the Ranger's Aetherhive, which would have been the higher upside play, I would have been much sadder. And now I'm really happy that Broodheart Engine is pick 8, and this locks us basically into Black and green. And we are happy about it. But I'll take the Ride's End here. And as far as cards I would play out of this pack, I guess if there's a world that I end up in white, Collision Course makes the most sense. I'm not a Ticket Tortoise believer, so we'll do that. There is Pit Automaton. Now, this is not so good in black-green. It's okay in blue-green, where you have a bunch of exhaust effects, but here I don't like it so much. This doesn't really feel like a Bestow Greatness deck. All right, I'll take whatever. I'll take Calaxion, but I'm not happy about it. If I get Fang Druid Summoner, maybe I play it. I guess I'll take Risen Necro Regent just because Deathless Pilot's pretty bad. Actually, you know what? This card, honestly, is just bad. You know what? I'd rather have the 2-drop. That feels crazy to me. Or that looks kind of crazy, but I actually think it's correct. Just the way the black-green decks play out, the Necro Regent doesn't really get there that often. And I feel like Deathless Pilot, if you're surveilling a bunch and the games get grindy, this is still just a body. It's still just there. And it's annoying. And I just feel like on average, it'll get more done for you than the Risen Necro Regent. Again, call me crazy, but that's just how I feel. Risen Necro Regent just underwhelming in black-green. The thing is, most of your creatures are so big. Like, oftentimes, once you get to the point where you're starting to hit your opponent, they're just dead. And there's just not that many good Starcher Engine cards in black and green. So that's kind of why I took the Pilot. We can, of course, regret that later. Not taking Ovia. I know there's a lot of you Ovia believers out there. I do like Momentum Breaker, but Autarch Mammoth is a bomb. Let's take it here. This card's awesome. 6 mana for a 5/5 that gets you at 3/3 and then generates you more 3/3s. And an incredible card, even if they kill it, to reanimate with effects like Broodheart Engine. Man, I could have lived the dream. I could have had the Chariot and the Bone Miser and then just found some way to just discard a bunch of cards. Outpace Oblivion is an excellent premium removal spell. Ride's End, good removal spell. Memory Garden, good artifact card. But we're just going to take Run Over. Very, very happy with that. This card's really, really good. I've never had this many Run Overs before. I'm actually very excited about this. Although, I will say in black-green, I don't have that many mounts and or vehicles. But it's still fine. This is interesting. There's Wreckage Wickerfolk versus Plowthrough. Actually, I might even splash the white. We'll see. I have 3 bite effects already, so I don't think I need the Plowthrough here. And I just always love having good 2-drops. And Wreckage Wickerfolk, I just love this card. I like it more than the Lagac. You can already take the mouse. So I'm going to take the Wickerfolk here. This one also feels like a weird pick, but it just adds to my creature count. It's a good 2-drop, and it surveils. And with black-green, if I can pick up some reanimation cards, this is one of the better ways to just surveil things. Also, noting that if I turn to Wreckage Wickerfolk and surveil a land to the graveyard, then if I pick up Pothole Moles, it guarantees that the Pothole Mole on turn 3 will be able to get me back something, which is also pretty nice. Here we have Grimbauble versus Run Over number 4. I don't actually know what to take. You know what? I don't care. I just think Run Over is the pick. I like Grimbauble too. But I just think Run Over is the pick here. There's another Grimbauble. Whatever. Taking Hazard of the Dunes. I need big creatures for the Run Over, right? So let's take Hazard of the Dunes here. It's important to just make sure you have enough removal to kill the big things. Boros is the worst archetype in the format. It's got like a 51% win rate. So Grimbauble is certainly a good card, but it's just, you can just use your creatures to block. And surveilling is nice, but I'd rather, Hazard of the Dunes is another premium level creature. So I'd much rather have that. Haunt the Network, not so good in just a straight black-green deck, although I do have 3 artifacts. There's Pactol Terror and a Wastewood Verge. I think the Verges are just excellent, and the Terror just doesn't do much in this deck, so let's take this for good mana. If I'm lacking removal and looking for Reanimator effects, I could maybe play the Dune Drifter and maybe some of these other cards. But honestly, I'd rather just not play any of them. All right, there's another removal spell here in Siphon Fuel. No good black or green cards. Blossoming Sands is okay, but you know me, I don't really like to splash. Let's just stay on color here. 5 removal spells and a Broodheart Engine and a bunch of solid creatures. I love this start. Now, I would like to pick up a Lagac probably, and even the Engine Rat, just so that my run over can kill bigger things. So if I can get some of those late, I'll be very happy. Ooh, I do like Momentum Breaker. Just a totally serviceable removal spell. Hey, look. Oh my gosh, another one. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm good on removal now. Look at this. 8 removal spells. 2 Momentum Breakers, 4 Runovers, and a Siphon Fuel. I'm glad I took a bunch of those creatures. Creature, 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 creature. That's all I need. But this is excellent here. I like all of these cards. I'll take the Bone Miser. Thunderhead Gunner, very good red common, by the way. But I don't think I want to splash it. I have nothing to do with this, but whatever. It's a rare draft, I guess. And I'm not splashing Thunderhead Gunner. Okay. Streaking Oil Gorger or Scoured Barrens. I feel like I have more than enough playables already, so I'm going to take the Scoured Barrens because I have another one here as well. So, I don't know. If there's some weird world where I want to play some of these white cards, which right now I don't even need removal, but who knows? What if I open some kind of bomb? Like, I already have 16 cards I'm reasonably happy with going into this last pack, which is part of the reason why I took the land there. 1, 2, 3 activated abilities, so the Pit Automaton isn't very good. Bestow Greatness is whatever. I guess I'll take... whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't really like the Raceways anyways. Okay, let's open something good! Dang, we didn't open anything good. For us, at least. It's another Wreckage Wickerfolk, which I guess I'll take. Just a good key player. I need another 2-mana play. I can put some pilots in the graveyard. But right now, I'm mostly just looking for like solid 3 and 4 mana creatures to put into my deck. I have these right now in a pinch, but I don't really love either. My 3 mana creature of choice is Pothole Mole. Although, you know what's funny about this now? What's funny about this now is I picked up 2 Momentum Breakers to start my engines early, and I have the Surveyor. The Necro Regent would have been pretty good here. It really would have. All right, I guess I just keep taking removal. Because, like, if there was a decent green or black creature, I would take it over the Bauble, but there aren't any, so I'm just taking the Bauble. What is this? There's a Loot and a Sky Serpent Seeker? Come on now. Loot's one of the best mythics in the entire set if you can cast it. If you're green and blue or green and red, you make it work. Sky Serpent Seeker is also good. So those are by far the best 2 cards in the pack. But you know what? I can't be upset with Hazard of the Dunes. It's exactly what this deck wants. So let's take it here. Okay, you know what? This is some sick, sick joke. Blue didn't seem that open in pack 1. I felt like Golgari is where we need it to be. And I can't take this. It's a good card. It's a good card, but Golgari also felt open. I'm going to take the Lagac. It's actually really nice with the run over and everything else, but certainly passing up on some really premium cards here. But we got to stay the course. This is still a solid deck. We have to have faith. We must believe in this deck. Believe. Yeah. That's what I'm going to say. Jeez. Well, I mean, honestly, this pack didn't have much for anything, unless I moved into blue-black. I guess I take another Wreckage Wickerfolk, but now we're getting kind of to the point where I'm not really loving my situation. Like 4 Wreckage Wickerfolk is a lot. Take a Chitin Gravestalker. I need just another random large creature. So I think I'm going to take this over the Night Market. Just because it does look like we might be falling a little bit short on the playables that we need. So I'll take that. And here, there's a Grim Bauble, but I'm taking the Pothole Mole. I have more than enough removal here. Holy Drifter, Grim Bauble, etc. But the Mole seems good. What is this? Black was so open. Jeez. Wow. I've never had to make this decision before. I'll just take the Wickerfolk, whatever. We get to really test the limits on how many Wreckage Wickerfolks is too many. Okay, we will find out today. We will find out today. Can probably just cut the pilot. Well, I'll take another Gravestalker. Actually, maybe it's this. I have a couple of momentum breakers. No, I have a bunch of Wreckage Wickerfolk. Let's play. I think I want big creatures anyways. I think I want big creatures anyways for these runovers. And now it's just kind of all filler level stuff. I guess if it was best of 3, I would take Wreck Remover as a sideboard card. Don't really care about the Sarcophagus. There's a Jaguar. Don't need that. There's a Looting Raceway. Wow, trip up with 3 cards left. Okay. So winning might be kind of tricky here, I'll say. Winning might be tough. Dismal Backwater, goodness. Guess we could have been blue-black? I don't know. We would have had Haunted Network, Possession Engine. Would have had some interesting cards for sure. But here we are. Well, I feel like with all this removal, I probably don't need the Siphon Fuel in this deck. Like, this seems like I have 7 removal spells here. 15 creatures. This is a lot of Wreckage Wicker folks, though. Goodness. All right, let's put this. All right, let's just take a look. Even this could be interesting if, like, I feel like getting to maximum speed isn't too hard with this deck with 5 Wreckage Wicker folk. So that's a thing. How many lands do I play? I have 3 Cyclers and 5 cards that let me Surveil 2 on turn 2. All right, let's not get crazy with the Raceway. I'd rather just play... Let's go 16 lands with 3 Cyclers. Lots of 2-mana plays and the 5 Wreckage Wicker folks as well. Let's lower the curve a little bit here and remove Siphon Fuel just because I do have 7 interactive spells here. And then we just need to cut 1 more creature here. And I think it comes down to Deathless Pilot or Mutant Surveyor. And given that I'm going to have max speed, like if I mill this, I can draw a card. Or I can just have an endless 2/2, but I don't have that many vehicles other than the Autarch Mammoth. Let's keep the Pilot. With all this Surveil, I feel like I'm just going to hit this and get free value off of it more often. And then let's just do something like that. And it's a 2-mana play, and it helps me crew the Mammoths. So, all right, let's go with something like this. This doesn't have as much of a kind of late game stuff. We didn't get a lot of the good uncommons, like the Broodwagon or anything like that. But I feel like we have just enough here to kind of get it done. But we shall see how this plays out. All right, now, before we head into round 1, if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, I have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. Truly means a lot and allows me to continue making all of this content. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I feel is a really great way to up your limited game. So make sure you check it out. I post videos on the Patreon as well. If there are some videos that I feel aren't quite good enough for the YouTubes, I will post it on Patreon, like the last draft. So make sure you check it out. Once again, shout out to all the folks here. All right, on the play here, sure. Can always expect a Wreckage Wicker folk in my opening hand. Let's play that. What do we want? I don't even know. I don't want a forest. I guess I'll keep the swamp and then just kind of like evaluate after this next turn. Jailbreak Omnivore, Perfect Grim Bauble target. Play a Wreckage Wicker folk and then see what we need. I don't need another Wreckage Wicker folk, but I will keep Broodheart Engine. Nice way to get back this Mammoth, potentially. We'll see. Do I discard the Ketrodon? Probably. We'll see. Deathless Pilot, sure. I should probably cycle this. I just want to hit my land drops here to play the Mammoth. And, oh, geez. Okay. I will say, I did make the mistake. I took the pilot over the Risen Necro region. I should like, the upside for the Necro region is so high, maybe I should have just gone with that, you know? Momentum Breaker, sure. Pilot goes straight into the graveyard. Look at that value. Let's cast Momentum Breaker. And they get, yeah, they sack the Deathless Pilot, sure. The way I look at it is if they kill my Wreckage Wickerfolk this turn to get a speed, okay. That means I got them to use a removal spell on this. Like, if they spin this out... Oh, that's good, though. Fair enough. Alright, so they're on level 3. So they can use this to get a card, which is good as the game goes long. I will go Grim Bauble here to make sure I find a land here. Jesus. Yep, don't want any of them. It's, like, way more important to just play a land this turn. Let's keep that. Once I get this in play, we can worry about what else to do. And if they kill this, I can get it back. They have 5 cards in hand. Whew. Yeah, this is like the only Start Your Engines card that I like early in Black-Green. Like the 3-mana Surveyors are like just fine. This just puts so much power and toughness in play. Like, I feel like I just want to get that back into play. They drew the cards. Their late game might be better than ours, so we just need to put the pedal to the metal here. Beat down. So if they kill this, I get it back. If not, then obviously that's good. Okay, so they killed it, sure. And that's totally fine. Don't want the land anymore. We just wanted to hit 6 lands. That's another land. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. No, I just got to do this. It's just too much power and toughness. It's just too much power and toughness. I just do it. If they kill my Mammoth, I'm still putting a good amount of pressure on, and hopefully that's going to be enough here to close it out. Right? Engine Rat, sure. Oh, they have a bite down effect? Okay, that's really good. Sure. Or maybe they don't. I don't know. Let's gain 4 life. Ram through. Oh, it costs 1 mana. Oh, this is perfect. Let's get back Deathless Pilot. Let's play said Deathless Pilot. Let's crew. Saddle 4 here. That's 5. Spin out! No! How dare you? Do I kill the rat here? They're at 9? I mean, I'm all in. I'm all in. They can choose to block or not, but I want to get their life total as low as possible. If they stabilize, it's pretty bad for me, right? So if they take this, that means they have to attack me with their 2/2, and whatever they search for the Hour of Victory, like, what are they going to do when I have all of these creatures in play, right? There you go. I love how we sequenced that one, and I'm really glad that the pilot was the creature that was our 23rd card because it won us that game. We milled it, got it back, and it allowed us to cycle, or rather saddle the big creature. And then that ram through was a really, really good draw off the top. That was close, though. They were super close to coming back that game. All right, opponent on the play. We have a mono black hand, but I can cast basically everything, so I'm going to keep this. And no 1-drop from the opponent. We would swamp. What you got turn 2? Nothing? Okay. Let's play the Wickerfolk. Certainly don't need any more lands. Wow. This is kind of nuts. Like, I guess I don't want run over. I'll keep the bobble because it surveils. But I am not even sure there. That was a really weird surveil. Okay. I guess maybe I shouldn't have kept the bobble. Red decks are kind of on the aggressive end of the spectrum, though. I'll keep the Lagac. Like, I can double spell next turn. Okay, well, our opponent just kept the non-playable hand. I honestly had some difficult surveillance there. I don't even know what like, am I just supposed to bin everything because I have the Kite and Gravestalker? Like, I don't even know. But, like, Death Touch creature plus run over seems nice, too. So, alrighty, 2-0. Hey, I mean, this is precisely why we the 16-land deck. We have 5 Wreckage Wickerfolks. All we need is 2 lands and a swamp, and we're good. Keep this. Opponent's on the play. Jungle Hollow. Golgari seems to be the... Which is why I've been drafting Simic a lot. People seem to love drafting some Golgari stuff. They kept both on top. Any lands on top for us? Okay, no lands. Ugh. Would have liked that to be the next card down. Anyways, I'm going to play the Wreckage Wickerfolk here. Nice creature, and basically bin anything that is not a land, including this run over. We have 2 in our hand as is. Well, that's silly. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you know. The World Wagon is completely unreasonable. I just gotta hope they don't have a 4-power creature, but they probably do, and yeah. This is like the second best rare in the set. It's weird. It's like so unassuming, right? But it's like the second best rare in the set. Like, how do I beat this start? They play this turn 3, they ramp, they play some random green monster, and they've gotten 2 lands out of this deal while having it be a must-answer threat. All right. Well, you know what? At least this, it made it nice and quick and easy for us. We didn't draw a green source. Also, there's just no way I'm beating the World Wagon. This is why in the black-green decks, I just really like Death Touch creatures. And what did we take over Engine Rat? I think I took a card that didn't end up in my deck. Yeah, it had like a Chariot. Oh, I think it was a Ride's End. It was a Ride's End, and I would have much preferred having an Engine Rat in my deck, obviously. Okay, we're getting some pretty awful draws here. I'm going to mulligan this hand. Like, truly. Okay, we'll keep this. I'll keep one of the Momentum Breakers just for start your engines. But this is a nice hand. Momentum Breaker, Wreckage, Wickerfolk, Hazard of the Dunes, and 3 lands. Blue-black. Rangers, Refueler. I'm going to play this right away. Like, I don't care about getting to max speed early, so I'd much rather be able to kill the Refueler than whatever other creature they play on turn 3. Okay, this resolved. I thought it wouldn't. We'll keep the Hazard of the Dunes. With 3 mana available, I'm actually going to hold off on the Scurryfoot here because they could easily have some kind of instant speed removal spell. So for that reason, I'm just going to do it like this, play Hazard of the Dunes, and then well, now they just have no removal, I guess. But I want to leave this like till turn 5, basically. What the hell did you keep? What is in your hand? Are you like 3-color, no respect for the game archetype? Like, what's happening here? A classic archetype indeed. Maximum velocity. All right. I think they're just dead. I guess the Koopa shell would be really good. Yep. Koopa shell would be good. Yeah, that's just... I don't... How, what? They didn't have a counter spell, a bounce spell, or a removal spell, and they had 5 cards in hand. What did they have? I'm like trying to figure out like I'm just trying to figure out like what they could have had there. All right, let's keep this going. On the play, sure. Turn to Wreckage Wickerfolk as expected. Noting that these runovers are not as good here just because most of my creatures are Wreckage Wickerfolks. It's still a fine card, but could be better. Okay. Wickerfolk in play. 2. I should give them a hello, I guess. Okay. So what do I not want? I mean, I guess I just bottom all lands. Basically all lands. And runovers. I'll bottom runovers. Alright, I'll keep Hazard of the Dunes. All right, Abzan Reanimator is a thing. That is a color combination you can go as well. There's a lot of overlap there. People love this card. All right, I didn't cycle here just because, like, I wanted to see what I draw first. So they'd missed the land drop, but they did get the treasure. They probably have a way to kill this. And now it's like, I don't want to cycle this because if I just draw a green source, I just kill this. Wait, they didn't block because they had double Ticket Tortoise? Is that what happened? This is so weird. Whatever. Like, if I have a removal spell, it's really bad, right? Alright. Actually, is that good? Hold on. Or do I just let this trade happen? God, they have the 2 mana. What the heck? Whatever. If you have a Ride's End, you have a Ride's End. Look, they use their treasures, okay? Glory Heath Lynx, okay. Land! That is really freaking frustrating. I did that to just make sure they don't get lands. Alright, they don't have a creature here. So, it was a very aggressive play. But one that gives me, like, prevents them from coming back. Because they have so many more resources than me Like, this is like all I'm trying to do here. They need to miss for one more turn. Okay, they didn't. Apologies for the outburst. When I get Ticket Tortoised out, I just feel a certain way. You know what I mean? Well, those are both very good. I feel like I should keep both, but I'm going to keep this on top just because I want to have a 6-5 next turn, or like I'm going to play this and I'm going to force the trade here and get very, very aggressive. They're going to double block because they have to. I'll kill the Lynx. Okay. Like, the only way we win this game, they're probably going to reanimate their artifact creature in the graveyard, and then that's going to be tough. Oh, Debris Beetle. Okay. That's good. That's a really good card, just because it gained them a bunch of life. But, like, yeah, my plan... my only way to win here is, like, overwhelming them. So that's going to be my plan. The double run over play was... I don't even know. I don't know that that was good. I mean, the run over play wasn't also not good. Yeah, this is a game... Like, they had the 2 treasure up. They could have had any number of things. I just attack with Wreckage Wickerfolk there and just... You know what I mean? And just wait. And honestly, that is something that, like, I'm better than that. And I just shouldn't have done that at all. That was just awful. You know what I mean? That was just awful. Fair enough. Yeah, that was so bad. That was so bad. I just take the 6 if they attack me. This is a very aggressive attack. It's indicative of some kind of big comeback card here. And I just wasted a removal spell and my 4/4 flyer. Like, for that reason, I was considering targeting my Wreckage Wickerfolk, and I should have. Then at least, like, I would have killed their 3/1s, and then I would have had 2 runovers. I mean, honestly, it was just like a cascade of effects. Like a cascade of bad decisions that ultimately just led to... They're going to probably play an Autarch Mammoth or something here, but... Earth Rumbler, sure. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Golly. Oh, that's really embarrassing. So they're like a green-black deck splashing white. Splashing the Glory Heath Lynx is not something I would recommend in general. Ride's End is a totally fine card to splash. The thing is, you want this card early, right? So, like, when you're a black-green deck, like, why play this card? But they're playing Ticket Tortoises, so they obviously needed some filler-level cards. But it doesn't matter when your opponents play very, very poorly. They hit an Afterburner Expert. And they're going to be able to get that back into play. So our only hope of being able to come back here is just with our flyers. So they're at 8 life. They're going to exile something here. Obviously, I have to block everything. Maximum speed. Let's get this back. Okay, Lagac. I'm at 10 life. I think I'm very confident I would have won this game if it weren't for that one error. So if they give this trample, yeah, it's fine. It's 9 damage. God, they milled an Afterburner expert. That's so ridiculous. Oh, gosh. Okay. So we can't really attack now. We need one more. We need to draw a blocker here. Okay, that is a blocker. But not a great spot to be in by any stretch. Hazard of the Dunes is a good blocker. Yeah, it looks like they just had like a really good black-green deck, but didn't quite have enough playables and it had to splash white. Anyways, this is proof that no matter what skill level you are, you're still always prone to making mistakes. And in this game, I made a very big mistake, and here we are. Attack with everything. I'm at 1. There you go. I have to block everything. You pump this, unless you have some other good play. But then you don't want this to die. So you kind of need to pump this. I get this back. Next turn I play Hazard of the Dunes plus this, but I'm losing a creature here, and I guess I'm losing 1 creature. This lives. They'll still have 3 creatures, and I'll have 4 creatures in play next turn. Oh, they have a combat trick? Okay, they let it die. They must have a really good play here then. Okay. Nope. Okay, they played a Broadcast Rambler. I can't do anything. I'm just chilling. Question is, what do I do if they... Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, well now it makes this decision easier. Now I'm just blocking with the pilot here. I need to draw something here to stay alive. They gain a bunch of life here too, which is not great for me. It's indestructible, okay. And they can make a pilot here. I'm at 1 life, remember? So... yeah, now they just have like way too many attackers. I need to find some way to gain me life. Oh my gosh, they even have a market backwalker? Yeah, we're dead. All right. That one's totally on me. That one's totally on me. We pretend that didn't happen and we move on. That was a very, very... like, that's the play I would expect my opponents to like maybe you do on me. And then I blow them out. I just... like... they were stuck on 2 lands, and I got overly aggressive. Full stop. That's all that was. Who's to... I don't know if I would have won for sure, but I would have been pretty far ahead because they're stuck on lands. So they're on the back foot, which means I can really find good spots for my run over instead of what I did there. And like, I definitely tilted after that. And so that just snowballed. And then I just fired off those run overs afterwards. So just, oh. All right, on the play here. We drew all of our Wreckage Wicker folks. I guess we'll just keep lands on top and just keep playing these things out. Actually, well, it depends. If I draw a land, then I'll play the Lagac. No, it's got saddle too? Never mind. All right, we are in for a potential long game here. I think I want to get the Scry right away here. So I'm just going to play another Wreckage Wickerfolk to ensure that I have a land to play next turn and then I can double spell. I definitely don't want to Wreckage Folk number 5, but I'll keep the Forest. Mutant Surveyor, sure. So we'll play the Lagac here so we can just block that. Play the Engine. I'm going to chill here. I don't want them to get their speed going necessarily. They milled Grim Bauble. Ooh, that would have been pretty good here. See if we can get something big here off the Broodheart Engine. Dredger's Insight, all right. They have all the tools here for a solid black-green deck. They're probably getting back the Migrating Ketrodon. We don't have a lot of good... I guess we have runovers. So there's that. I think I have too many Wreckage Wickerfolk in my deck. I'm just gonna... They have a lot more synergy pieces, too. Forest, okay. Don't need land. Migrating Ketrodon. The mole's actually pretty good, so I'll keep that. Run over is actually really good too. It's kind of awkward actually. All right, I'll draw the run over first because I think it's more like I think they're gonna play the Ketrodon this turn, so I just want to be able to kill that. And I don't want to trade here with the Lagac. So, I mean, they have a solid deck. Ketrodon here, exiling Brute, yep. This is all according to the plan. We'll keep this. Let's kill this. And then they're at 26 life. Holy cow. I'll probably trade with the Surveyor now, because like I use my run over. And then I do have the ability to play the Ketrodon pretty soon. That's not good. I have something big in my graveyard. Uh-oh. Let's get the Verge back. And we're going to make a massive block here on the Mammoth. And hope for the best. Yep, Hazard of the Dunes. Yeah, if they have any trick here, it's just a total blowout. Sure. Yeah, this is not good. All right, Ketrodon. Yeah, you know, this was such a weird draft just because, I don't know. I got a bunch of decent commons, but like, I don't know. I don't know where this went wrong. Like, I really don't know. Just running into a better black-green deck. Probably overvaluing the Wreckage Wicker folks. Just trying to think about, like, things I could be doing differently here. I'll keep the run over. Let's get the Ketrodon back. And I don't want to mess around here. Let's kill that. I'm just on the... I hope you don't have removal plan. All right, there's a run over. Okay. Okay, we're doing stuff. We're top decking. Their deck is much better than ours, but we have the better... Okay. You know, I had to jinx myself. At least I have infinite blocker here. Okay. Chipping away. Chipping away. Gravestalker is nice because now I can double block with Pilot plus Gravestalker. Draw some lands. Okay, that's kind of like a land. Pothole Mole. Their deck is great. Look at this. Double spin out Mammoth. I like what they're doing. That was their top deck though, so I don't know what the last card is, but presumably it's just like nothing good. Another run over? Wow. Well, I can't really attack through this or kill this, so we're just attacking here. They're at such a high life total too. I don't want to use run over to kill the Wicker Folk. I just feel like that's just crazy. Momentum Breaker. Okay, look. It gets the engines going. All right, Mole Tender down. All right, they're 19. Hey. You know what? Whittle away. This went from an impossible situation to some well-timed run-overs to get us back into this, so. Another Chitin Gravestalker, okay. I just feel like I'm like one big top deck away from just getting wrecked. I can't kill this 9/7. My removal is run over. Hazard of the Dunes, okay. They have 6 mana. 6 mana? I have to kill that one. Good. I don't know what they're going to sack. I might as well just play it, though. Bye-bye, Pothole Mole. All right. Well, we are all in on this thing. This is 2 damage a turn. Oh my gosh, they have 6 cards left in their library. I didn't even realize. This feels highly sus. I'm just jumping. I feel like they have a combat trick or something. I don't know. Ooh, that was a good draw. Okay. Great draw, Mammoth. Also, admittedly, I've been getting lucky. I've drawn 6 lands in all gas. Wow. I got so ridiculously lucky to win that game. Like, unbelievably lucky. They had such a better start than I did. I cannot believe we won that game. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Wow, I cannot believe I won that game. Okay. I was trying to keep this a secret. I need to draw like a creature. There it is. Alright. I kept this in because I just feel like I need extra ways to get some action going. Let's momentum break. I want this to die, so. Wow. Where did the green come from? What the? Okay, well, there's my green, I guess. Feel like I need to play this out. Hit a land. Okay, we hit a land. It's good. Forest also good. What the heck? What is this? What is this? 4 different basic lands. You upset me, opponent. You upset me. Wait, where? How did they get their engines going? Oh, with the Mendicant core? Okay. It's okay. Let's surveil and draw out of this. I don't want either of these cards. All right. No good attack. I took these really highly, but this ended up being a really bad run over deck. Like, you need to make sure that you just have enough like death touch creatures and stuff to be able to cast these early. I mean, I might need to just fire this off just to kill a Nimblethopterist or something. I'm surprised they didn't attack me with this. Just to not fall too far behind on board. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I still have another run over. I just feel the pressure here. So I just want to have this one in play to block with this. Okay. Okay, here I'll trade. That's fine. Venomsac Lagac. Okay, they're running out of gas, hopefully. Hopefully they don't have a counterspell here. Because I am all in on the Mammoth. 1 card left in my opponent's hand. Alright. Alright. I don't feel as bad now. What do they have for speed? Oh, the Mendicant core. Do I need to get to max speed right now? No, I don't really care. I'd rather not take 2 damage. Like, I don't want to trade 1 damage for 2 damage. Okay. So. Deathless Pilot. Crew. 4, 5, I guess. Do I just accept this trade? It's really weird. I do have a Broodheart engine. They have 2 cards in hand. It's fine. This made me 2 3/3s, and the Death Touch creature is off the battlefield, so... And I have the Broodheart engine. But now I need to be careful. Like, I'm getting to the point where I can potentially hit maximum speed. So I need to be mindful of that. Another run over on this board. Yeah, I'll keep it. All right, let's attack. I should have been attacking all this time. Because they... Well, now it's like they're in a rough... Like, they can't really attack me for very much, right? Let's get the Mammoth back. All right, let's pass. Alrighty. Let's crew. Boom. Boom. Attack with those. That's good. Let's get one more land in play. All right, now we're looking to be in a pretty good spot. I feel like they would have killed this now, right? Like, they wouldn't have just let this die. Afterburner Expert, sure. Oh, I could have killed... Yeah, yep, that's fine. Let's make sure this resolves. All right. They're so dead. All right. So I can gain some life here. I can rummage. I can exhaust. Okay. I thought I was in trouble. Like, if they had a really good aggressive follow-up with some spells, I would have been in big trouble. But the fact that they just had, like, a bunch of small creatures made it so that it wasn't too bad for us. And now we've grounded up to a 5-win streak. This whole draft has just been ups and downs. Like, it doesn't feel like we have 5 wins. I'm probably still rattled at the fact that I played so poorly. Like, oh my gosh. And so... happy to be 5-2 at this point. Alrighty. 5-2. Opponent goes first. Okay, I mean, fine hand. Wreckage Wickerfolk. Hopefully we can hit a land so that Pothole Mole is kind of guaranteed to hit something. And I will say, you know, the pilot saddling for 4 has been very relevant many times. 1 drop, what the hell? Oh no. Gosh. I have a nightmare story to share. In one of my drafts, this was off recording, my opponent went turn 1 Mako, turn 2 Mako cycle, turn 3 double cycle. Yeah, I did not win that game. I was just like, wow, you got to do the thing. Congratulations. Oh, like, you know what I mean? It's, what do I, okay. I'll keep the bauble. I'll keep the bauble and hope they don't cycle like 40 cards this turn. Oh my gosh, please don't. Please don't. Just play like a 3-mana 2/3 Vigilance. If they play a 3-mana 2/3 Vigilance, I feel very good about this game. I guess I should block the Marauding Mako, right? How do you get this in your opener? Okay, well, we're dead. Okay, well, at least we didn't just die. Oh my gosh. They didn't have a cycler, so that's good. Well, we got 1 off the battlefield. This is going to be a problem. Hopefully they play a 1 toughness creature. I cut 1 Wicker Folk, by the way. I added a Siphon Fuel for a Wicker Folk. Okay, there you go. If I draw a land, I can go Engine plus something. Oh my gosh. Like, okay. They have a 4/5 flyer in play. Like, this is ridiculous. The thing is, what happens if you don't draw this? I feel like the deck is just so bad when you don't. I don't see my... Well... Four or 5 flyer. All right. Saddleback Lagac would be an awesome, awesome draw. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm glad I didn't play out the Broodheart engine. That was the other consideration. They would have shattered this, because that would have gotten me back the Migrating Ketrodon. But now, I mean, this thing is a 5/6 flyer. Like, you need to rely so heavily on these uncommons. My mouse is dying on me. God, I wish I had another green source. I just fired that off right away to see if it resolves. Oh my gosh, I guess I should have done that right away. Okay. Okay, I feel better about this. I feel better about this. Oh my gosh. Okay, run over plus Death Touch creature. What a draw. I don't need lands. Let's attack. All right, we've cleared their board, and look at our board now. Oh my gosh, that was really close. Double Scrounging Skyray plus Mako. That Venomsac Lagac was unbelievable. Let's play Hazard of the Dunes. They're at 7 life. They're on the extreme back foot here. We're also at 7. Oh my gosh. What a top deck. That was like my only out. I don't think I have Broken Wings in my main deck. That was absurd that I was able to find that. I'm not like I'm speechless. Like, just the level of luck involved here is unreal. All right, my computer's starting to die on me. It's an old computer. I'm going to need to clean out the inside. I haven't done that in a while, and my computer's acting really weird. I'm hoping that I survive through this draft here. They're at 3 life. I have 4 lethal attackers. Like, if they kill my Hazard of the Dunes, I can still just kill them with the 3 creatures on the left. And then I have the Broodheart engine, so even if I draw a land, then I can get back, you know, like a Ketrodon, which would also be great. Okay, Artillerist, sure. We drew the land. What can I get back? It's just a Ketrodon. I guess they could have like a Lightning Strike or something. Or a Bounce Off? I guess. Oh, Broadside Barrage. Wow. Even better. Wow, what if they kill me here? Look, they... Okay, well, let's get back to Ketrodon. They're at 1 life. We're going to be at 10 here with the Ketrodon. Four lethal attackers. They're at 1 life. I have a 6/6. Okay. Whew. Is that not the most clutch Lagac in the history of Lagacs? That the MVP award for this entire draft goes to that Venomsac Lagac. Oh my gosh. It literally just killed all of their creatures. That was unreal. For 1 mana, just boom, 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 boom. All right, playing for a trophy. All right, playing against rank 42 player for the trophy. All right, we need a very good draw. Oh, there you go. If they don't kill my Lagac, I can kill their first 2 creatures. And they're going to 5? No, they're going to 6. 5 would be better for us. Okay. Yep, so I swapped out a Wreckage Wickerfolk for a Siphon Fuel. Scrounging Skyray. Another one of those decks. Actually, I can just go Momentum Breaker, even better. Start your engines! Howl Squad. Wait! Oh my gosh. Woo! I'm glad it gave me a stop. Oh man, how awesome is that? How awesome is that? I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to full control! But we're okay. We don't have any other creatures, but we have a handful of removal. They actually had an awesome start here. Skyray into House Squad heavy, but our start also very, very good. Momentum Breaker gonna be awesome here. I'll play the land. Alright, we are on maximum speed. Now the loot land becomes pretty good too. Although I still want to make sure I hit land number 5 because of Siphon Fuel. They're cycling, they're digging, they want to kill my Lagac. I can sack my Momentum Breakers now to gain some life. Boosted Sloop, okay. Let's gain some life. Creature would be really nice. Yeah, that works. Alright, Wreckage Wickerfolk, find us some action. Or, you know what? It put 2 lands into our graveyard. We can't really complain. Their deck is... They have, like, all the Signpost cards and Bomb Rares. They got some goodies here. I'm gonna let them attack me. What is happening? Okay, I guess we can kill it now. I don't know what happened here, but boosted Sloop down. Okay. Wait, I put 3 lands away. What the heck? Okay, it's okay. I'll keep this land in my hand because I have the loot land in my deck. Siphon Fuel I want to save for a better creature, I think. They've looted away a lot of stuff. Spikeshell Harrier is a very good card, though. No, my speed! My need for speed is gone. Does it remove max speed? I don't actually know how this works. Okay, I'm on speed 3 now. Okay, well, let's kill the 4/4. Wow, my computer is dying as I play. This is rough. All right, let's play Wreckage Wickerfolk. Okay, that's good. And make sure we find some action. Run Over and Beast Rider Vanguard. Both really decent plays here. I actually think I want the Beast Rider Vanguard. Well, yeah. Yeah, I want the Beast Rider Vanguard first. The reason being is if I play this next turn, on the following turn, I can go Run Over. I can go Run Over into activate the Beast Rider Vanguard, which is pretty good. Gain some life. Just can block here. I don't really need to attack with the... Well, I guess I can just... I don't care if I take damage, right? So we'll just saddle this up. They can't really, or it's unlikely that they can discard multiple cards here. They could have a trip up, I guess. No, they only have 3 mana. They could have a lightning strike, I guess. Howler's Heavy. Oh. Oh, that's really good. Wow. No, my creature doesn't die. It's not that good. Whew. Okay. That's fine. I mean, it's good. Like they have a really good blue-red. This I got to take notes because they're a rank 42 player. Like this is how you draft a blue-red deck. Just take every cycling card you see and get lucky with the uncommons, I guess. Fuel the Flames. Oh, that's gross. All right. Well, that killed my. I mean, that killed everything. I don't think they have another cycler. Yeah. You gotta play, you gotta like, do you have it? Do you not have it? That's kind of where we're at right now. We need to draw something big. Monument to Endurance, okay. This is scary. That was their draw for the turn. Okay, let's play Hazard of the Dunes. Let's kill the Skyray. And attack. Alright, 1 land here is good for the Hazard of the Dunes. Let's see what they draw. They can draw a card when they cycle. Treasure doesn't matter. Dealing 3 damage to me also doesn't matter. Very, very close. Let's see what they find. It looks like it's a removal spell. Uh-oh. Broadside Barrage would be bad. Crash and Burn, not as bad. They played... What the hell is this? I don't even know what this card does. What happened? Hold on, let me read this. Okay. So it just does a bunch of damage to me, right? Okay. And then are you dead? We sack everything. They have to chump. If I draw a land, they just die, right? Okay. That was pretty cool, though. Fortunately, I was at a really high life total, and we were able to get it done. You know, I will say, after that kind of rocky start to this draft, I didn't know that I was going to get a trophy with this. But sometimes, like, it's weird, right? Sometimes you have amazing decks, and you go 4-3 or something, just due to variance or what have you. And then other times, you have kind of, like, okay decks. Yeah, this deck is, like, 90% commons. But it got there. Like, do I have a rare in my deck? I don't. 2, 3, 4... Yeah, 4 uncommons and everything else was a common. This is a 19 common deck. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20 commons. 20 commons and we were still able to get it done. Wreckage Wickerfolk were very, very solid. 5 is probably too many. There's just like only so many 2-mana 1/3 flyers you can play, but if you need a 2-drop, it was fine. But big MVP goes to the Lagac. Like, my opponents just didn't have the removal spell to punish me, and Lagac plus run over, oh my gosh. Respect the Lagac, I guess. The fact that it's a 1-mana just like straight up Swords to Plowshares, absolutely ridiculous. I don't even know how we got 7 wins with this deck. I guess we drew the Mammoth a lot. We had just enough top-end stuff, just enough stuff going on, and here, honestly, it was really just a testament to the removal that we had. We had excellent removal, and then just won with whatever was left over, right? Bobble, double Momentum Breaker, quad run over, and the Siphon Fuel. And then we had the Autarch Mammoth, and then Broodheart Engine is just so good because you can use this to just smooth out your draws, but if the Mammoth dies, I mean, this is why the Mammoth is so broken, by the way. You play it, you get your 3/3, you saddle, it will guarantee trade with at least one thing. And even when it does, you have 2 3/3s left over. And when you're drafting a black-green deck, if you ever reanimate it afterwards, it's just game over, right? And God forbid you have, like, they have to block and then you have some combat trick to let this live. Well, then it's just super game over. So, again, do not pass this card. This thing is Man, some of these 6-drops are no joke. Autark Mammoth and Migrating Ketrodon, obviously very, very good stuff here. And honestly, this deck just played out pretty well. Good removal and 7 wins. 7 wins, which means another trophy. And we are back into hundreds, which means hopefully in the next draft, we can finish in the double digits. Oh, I need to go for a walk after this one. I feel like my stress levels just went up too high. Granted, I will say I'm recording a ton of videos right now prior to Pro Tour Chicago because I need to have a video lined up. This is probably like my 4th video in a row that I've recorded today. So please excuse me if sometimes the salt level gets a little bit higher than you're comfortable with. There's a reason for it. I try to keep a level head, but when I make mistakes that egregious, when I attack with this, that makes me more upset than anything. So it is what it is. But I do want to apologize for that outburst. I try my best to be even kill in most instances, and I let my emotions get the better of me when I 2-for-1 myself. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it if you made it all the way here to the end. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help the YouTube algorithm. Really would appreciate that. Additionally, if you wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Got a couple sponsors here. We have TCGplayer.com. Thank you so much for all of your support over the past few months. It's really helped me out a lot. If you want to purchase a Magic the Gathering singles or sealed product, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Please remember to click that affiliate link in the description below before you make any purchases. That way they know that you went there because of me. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. Heavyplay.com/paulcheon will get you 10% off your first order on all things sleeves, deck boxes, playmats, all that good stuff for your local tournament. Make sure you check them out as well. Okay, we got the trophy here. I'm feeling good. I'm going to go for a nice walk. Then we're going to come back and then win some more trophies maybe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.